Hi, gamers. Hello. Okay, great. So last time I was not fully there mentally. I just didn't have the beans. Um, Today hopefully will be better. So this is what we've got so far, and it's not a video game yet. There's no goal. It's just an activity. But hopefully we will have a game pretty soon. Let me go to my drawing software. And I will sort of plan out what I'm trying to do here. Don't worry. Yeah, sure. Fine. I'll restore my files. Just give me a new file. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is right where I stopped before. So basically, uh, we okay. Basically, was not. Oh, okay. It was just um, if we have. Oops, I got it. Okay. Where's my thought? Where's my thought? Okay. So if we have two circles and their the sum of their radii is less than the sum of their distance. So, right, then they're touching, right? So if I have a circle with a radius of 1 and a circle with a radius of 2, then if they're not touching, the distance from here to here has to be at least 3. And so this is pretty straightforward. Um, I mean, I think it gets like n squared complex. So if you have 20 circles, then each circle has to check like each other circle or something like that. I don't. I think you probably have to optimize it with like axis line bounding boxes or something. Um. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that because our design has 3 circles, so n squared of 3, is 9. That's still fine. Um, but it turns out we can use some fancy high school math. Yay. So if you have circle A, circle B, they're kissing. Because the total of their radii is right, so they're touching right here. Um, you can basically say, okay, well, here's a right triangle, and that lets you, so that, and that lets you wait, it's actually, I drew that wrong. It's actually like, wait, hypotenuse is, like, no, how do I, so that's the hypotenuse, so it's more like this, maybe? Yeah, there we go. And then that lets you compute the angle, and based on the angle you can get the normal going. And I had a tab open, not this one. Where's my tab? Here we go. I had a tab open that was, oh yeah, air hockey. Hello, hydration. Are you staying hydrated? I have two beverage. Oh, I don't have my camera on. You know what? Yeah, let's turn my camera on. Boom, 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 boom. Because I want to show you I have two beverages today. And I could use a little more light, so let's open this window. Oop, that's right. Okay. Uh, oh, this lighting is not flattering me. Ugh. Yeah, how about that? It's a little bit more diffused. Anyway, I have two beverages. I have this. This is protein powder. It is Fruit Loops flavored because that was what was on sale that day. I also have a nice big cup of decaf. It's just black decaf. I would show it to you, but I would, in order to do, I guess I can sort of. There we go. It's decaf. um, don't want to spill it all over my desk. I actually already spilled a little bit on my desk today, but there we go. Oh, let's try to move it. Actually, let's. Close enough. All right, and you can see my nice Majora's Mask and also my towel. Say hi, towel. So it turns out, yeah, you can do a little bit of trigonometry. Um, to figure out the angle. So now I just have to figure out how to convince C. Oh, now I just have to figure out how to. That laundry basket is bothering me. One sec. A little bit of a slow start on the screen today. I think that's probably fine. Anyway, now I just need to convince Raylib and C of this reality. He's the big put now do it and see. Yeah, that I will say that's also true of I would say I'm actually worse about that in Godot because now do it and see is just like it's actually not as bad as you doing it in Godot for me because for Godot there's like more stuff between like I have to figure how to do it a Godot way, whereas C is like it's very laissez faire. It's just like whatever you want, bud. And so we can I feel like I have more options. I do want to be like someone who's like good at C though, or good at Godot those because those people like move fast and like get stuff done and it's really impressive. Um, like I've definitely seen some people do some really incredible stuff on in rail in Godot really fast. And also, I mean, I have the plushie, right? I have to respect the plushie. So we are going to return to Godot at some point. Although I do want to make my logo not Godot. Um, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So the first thing I want to do is, as you can see here, I can put my mouse out of the corner. Like I can leave my mouse can leave the screen, which isn't great. And also the like I don't want the paddle. This is the paddle because I'm supposed to hit the ball with it. I don't want the paddle to be able to leave the screen either. So I'm sure that Raylib has some sort of thing for okay, great. How do I trap the mouse cursor? Cheat sheet. Uh, Function to move the cursor the mouse to the center of a window. I don't know. Cursor, okay, sure cursor, enable cursor, disable cursor, is cursor on screen. Um, let's just try cursor then. Okay, set mouse cursor. Use mouse button pressed. Get mouse position, scale. Uh, huh. Well, we can try set mouse position. Um, cool. All right, let's try. Okay. Let's see. Set. Is it capitalized? Okay, cool. It's just um to Okay, what broke? Oh, yeah. Gotta do the ding. Boom. Oh, get screen height. Oh, wait. Okay, just capitalized it wrong. Boom, boom. Or no, it is good. It is get screen height. Okay. Why did I break? Okay. Syntax errors. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that that does work. That does work. Okay. So if you're paying attention here, I can't I'm literally trying to move my mouse and it's not working. Okay, so we can set mouse cursor as collision. So what I'd have to do is I mean it feels a little jank, but I mean I guess it works for now. Yep. So we just basically define a box and it fits outside the box, then it goes back in. Okay, that could be something. Um, so bread. I tried to create declare an array again. Box equals. Is it int? Equals um screen width over 2. And then it's wait, making it's like minus y, right? Um, so that gets a syntax error. It does. Okay. Um, oh, okay, it wants curly's, got it. Curly's boom. And it is so yeah, int great. Actually, I need to make the box half of the so it made the radius 50, so I can just make that 50. 50. Wait, actually, what? Let me see. Draw a rectangle. What's the draw a rectangle? Okay, okay. So it's draw color filled rectangle. I see what draws it from the top left. Uh, hmm. Okay, so it doesn't do four coordinates. It does two coordinates and then the width and height. So uh, okay. Uh, lines, close figures. Okay. So ABCD is fine. ABCD is also fine. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Let's so it would be 50 screen height minus 50 and then wait. Okay. I'm overcomplicating this. Wait, first I need to figure out how to trap the massacre, so let's do that. Is there is there not just like a um check of mouse, some cursor. Huh. So how do how do you actually trap the mouse cursor in? Okay, here. This looks promising. And this is written in C++. Okay. Um Here's SDL, which is related to okay, there we go. Okay, so that's C sharp. C sharp is less useful to us than C++. Okay, let's try the SDL thing. Um, Apparently there's a way to do it. I just need to, okay, let's see. Is that it? Okay. Craft the real, yeah. Well, I mean, set mouse cursor, like, here, let me run this. So like this is usually I move my mouse and my mouse cursor moves. Right now, like I'm actually like I can't actually like I have to move my mouse really fast. And if I set the frame rate to 100, like 240, and run it, then like I have to move my mouse. Like I I basically can't get my mouse out of here. So that does work. Um, and so I think that probably if you're doing an FPS, yeah, every frame it goes back to center. So generally that's fine. Because what you do for an FPS is you just say, okay, the crosshair is here, and so we know the mouse returns to 0, 0, or the center of the screen every frame, and so you just know like what the how much did it move in one frame, and you just like move the view by that much. Yeah. So I mean, what I probably have to do is say, if it's if mouse X greater than whatever, you know, foo mouse X equals whatever, and that would work. I don't know. I feel like I want to know how other people are doing it before I commit to it though. Yeah, something like that. Um, okay, so these are the four limits. Um, RC class. What are we importing here? Hmm. Oh, a clamp function would be very useful. I assume it has one. Oh, that's a hardware store thing. And we got clamp. The there's a okay. Um, clamp function in C. Okay, so they make you do it yourself. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, standard clamp. Is that a? Oh, that's C++. Okay. Okay. Um. Hmm. I mean, my main problem here is that just it's really jank. Maybe if I just don't show the mouse cursor. Um. Head cursor. There you go. And okay, that does not actually solve the jank. It only makes the cursor invisible while it's inside the window. So I'm still like, yeah, you see the issue here. Um, and like, I want this to be a full screen game eventually. Um, well, I have two monitors. Actually, that's a good question. Um, Full screen over two displays. Well, okay, we can just try this. Um, is it, wait, did they initialize display? No, I think display is just, all right, let's see how that works. Okay, something broke. I'm just cleared display. Okay, constant. Where's display? Get display. Okay, okay, got it. Uh, okay. There's several problems. First of all, there's okay. Let's not hit window screen with screen height. Well, it's got the bar at the top. So um, okay, we got the init window. Window should close. Okay, set window size and also but I can if I've got two monitors and I can still okay. Well, first of all, it loads way slower, and second of all, because I have two monitors, I can still get my mouse from monitor A to monitor B. Like it still shows the mouse on the second monitor. Um, I mean, like people make great 3D games with Raylib, so this has to be a solved problem. I just don't know how to. Hmm. This is Odin. Okay. Frame control. Okay, what is this? Yeah, I can't tell if the mouse movement is jank because of okay, there's sort of a okay, there's a bunch of camera stuff, I guess. We can look at the camera stuff. Okay, and so that's a begin custom camera. Um 3D mode custom camera. Okay. Okay, like let's okay. Bum, requirement Turbo C++ or DOSBox. Not. Mm. Wait, okay, okay. Look at the fucking syntax. Extensions. Help. Uh, okay, so few results on. Okay, so it is. So I was doing it right. Minus. C++ and DirectX. Windows.h. Of course not. That is from 2009. Trapping locking cursor. Okay, that's in C sharp. Well, maybe you can just look at the logic. Path not found. Oh my god. Set mouse cursor grabbed. Okay. Like there has to be like a just like an existing robust solution, right? Okay, this is WinUser.h C++. Okay. This is like DOSBox bullshit, which means that all the API calls are gonna be wrong. Um, how to click a mouse programmatically in C? That sucks. So yeah, the problem here is that usually I really want to make sure that whatever I'm building on top of is super robust. Um, and so this game is played with the mouse, and so the mouse interaction has to work really well for me to be satisfied and like move on. And so like even the very basics like oh, it's still full screen. Um, okay, I want to not be full screen. Let's get rid of those two lines. Um, like this is just like even within the window because it's hiding it's hiding the cursor but only sort of, so like every frame you can see it. And then the way my girlfriend and I play air hockey, it gets very frantic, so we're gonna like you're gonna see it, it's gonna be distracting. um and then like not trapping the so yeah, and if we get rid of this line, then right, and then you can see that it's going off the screen here. And then I think if I just like because it's getting trapped here and then going off the screen. And I do want it to work in windowed mode because that's the only way I'm going to stay sane while testing it. Because the full screen takes like another half second to load up, and I just like don't want to have to wait for it. Like the point of C is that it works fast, and then I also like I just don't like it. So I want to be able to like test it in test it in windowed as much as possible, and then like deal with the jank moving to full screen when everything else is done. Ideally, even I would have because I guess I'd be streaming, but I'd have like I guess I could plug in a third monitor or something. Um, if I was doing full screen, I'd have the full screen like launch on a different window or a different monitor, so I wouldn't have so I could always look at the code. Um, okay, so the, however they're grabbing the mouse cursor in C++, no, I don't want to window constraints and boundaries guides. Okay. Hello window, STLMS grabbed. Okay. And then we can just version. Where's the source code? I should go to SDL. Source atomic camera L1 MISC process render storage time. Uh, am I not signed in? Ah, fucking two factor. Maybe I'll do that later. I guess I could find my phone. I think the last time I tried it, like two factor didn't even work. I guess maybe camera, file system, GPU, I/O, joystick. Okay, I/O maybe. Okay, generic Windows. SDL video. Okay, there we go. Now we got the source code. Okay, I'm just gonna. What do you mean? Why are you comments? Wait, SDL is open source, right? Repository, platform type, zlib. Okay, so it's compatible with GNU. So okay, wait. So let's read the comments, I guess. Mouse grab confines the cursor to the window. Okay. What does the extern keyword mean? What's going on here? Okay, mouse grab confines the mouse cursor to the window. Set window mouse grab, and then it's extern. Still, okay. Okay, so it's defined in SDL video.h. But how does that actually work? Keyboard, key code. Just go mouse. Mouse. Okay, that's the header file. I want the actual. Source. Okay, events. Mouse. Okay, great. Mouse grab. Oh. Constrain. Okay, so that might work. This is specifically a Windows thing. Um, okay, so that might be okay. So that's an auto hotkey thing that could do it. let's see. This is written in C Sharp. Borderless gaming logic, tools, properties, streamlabs. Okay. Borderless gaming, sellers, languages, properties, streamlabs. Okay, that's the DLL. Or okay, so that's in C++. Oh. Okay, let's try Google. Game window. Let's see. No, shut up. Lock cursor to game window. C Sharp. C++. Okay, OpenTK. What language is this? Oh, C Sharp, okay. Still opens a proper solution. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, here's every frame you set the cursor the cursor position to be in the screen and you calculate the delta from it. It's specific to Windows though. Okay. So I mean if I just do the Windows specific thing, then I mean this program is not really gonna go anywhere, I don't think. Like it's just gonna be for me basically because it's not gonna be okay, actually. Through the documentation. SDL get mouse. Okay. Well, this is I've gotten a lot less done than I thought I would today. Um, um okay, let's what? I don't want to downgrade anything. Um, nope. Download latest. Extract all. Oh no, I just want this one. And then like in Godot, it's really easy. But with Godot is written in C, so I can just take their solution, right? Trap. Um, okay, mass mode captured, and then main. Oh wait, this is C++, isn't it? Yeah, it's mostly C++. Okay, so why is this so hard? Ah, my God, man. Okay. Um, I've got a bunch of headers. Performance setting. Where's IO? Doc drivers, editor, main, modules. Okay, these are just a bunch of okay. Modules is just for like reading various formats, scenes, servers, main. Doors, drivers, docs, servers, tests. Okay. PyCon. Okay. Performance.cpp slash stream tracker. Miss core config crypto. What does this do? Okay, it's a bunch of cryptography stuff if that's so. Math IO. Okay, here's IO. Um, file access. Marshals? What do you do? Okay, I have no idea what this code does. Wait, is IO only for like? Okay, here's input. Input controller input dot cpp. Set. Okay, input set. Okay, set max mode. Okay, so enum bind constant mass mode captured. Great. That. Oh my god. I just want to find the actual code that captures the mouse. Is there? Okay, let's just see. Plus C plus plus capture mouse. Should be pretty simple, right? What's the keep mouse within okay, that's C sharp unity. Cursor to lock state equals cursor. Okay. Everyone calls it something different. I can't just. Okay, this is again. Okay, so here's an algorithm that okay, actually let's try uh mouse we'd over to get screen height over to so yeah, so if I really move my mouse, it still leaves the window. Okay, I think my option here is I need to find my phone and do the 2FA thing. Oh, okay. He's sleeping. Yeah, trying to ship. There we go. Okay, great. And now. Oh. Now I spilled some of my beverage. Now we gotta, let's see. All right. Cool. Sign in. Sign in. Let's see. Video. Nope, not that one. Display capture. Cool. Great. And then just gotta do that on my phone. Wait, heck. Two-factor, okay. I probably use Google Authenticator. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Okay, here we go. Here's my GitHub code. Please work. Great. Okay, so how the hell does mouse mode captures actually work? Mouse mode. Okay, so here. Okay, so here we go. We got the enum for mouse mode, right? And this is core input. Okay, so this input.h is a header file. Mouse mode, mouse mode. Okay. Hmm. Fit mouse mode impl. Okay, that looks promising. Maybe that. Okay. Okay. Okay, you know what? I want to play 20 minutes until dawn. We're gonna do that. Um, why is this so hard? Okay. See, they. Oh, actually, the mouse mode is not captured correctly here. It goes off on my other. You can see right on the edge here. It goes out. So okay, noted. Let's try grenade launcher. Here we go. This grenade launcher work. Okay, let's try these two. Ooh, that's pretty good. The explosions can hurt me, huh? Great. Soul shield, haste. Yeah, let's do haste. Damage is high enough, I don't have to worry about reloading either. Do this. Sure. Yeah. Ow. Down to 1 health already, which is bad. Let's just be more careful, I guess. Ow, I'm dead. Alright, yeah. Well, that was fun. Let's do that again. Well, let's update my stream. Do I want to update the stream from information? Like if you clicked on this for Raylib, you're not getting Raylib. Yeah, I'm just gonna end stream and start over with this. Oh wait, no, I don't want to end stream through YouTube. I want to end stream through OBS. Yeah, sorry. I I keep running into things that I can't just solve on stream. It's annoying. I would very much like to know how to do this, but like I can't even track down code that does what I want it to. And I like your solution would work. Um, it's just like not like the like Raylib itself doesn't have the tools for it, and building on top and like the that it's just not robust enough. And I don't know how to make it robust. Um, so I think like okay, so I was trying to make air hockey because I thought that would help me sort of get to grips with all the stuff I needed to do for making the curve tool. I think next time we're just gonna make the curve tool. That might be easier. I don't have to worry about like this whole window thing. Um, I don't have to worry about the window thing because Like it's a tool, so I don't care if your mouse goes outside the window. It's fine. And like and like there's an example that already does most of what I want to do, so I just need to extend that. We'll see. But yeah, for right now, I just want to play this game, so we're gonna play this game.